Hi, it's Melanie here from Her Story, and I'm just nudged to share this wonderful technique in non-duality and oneness from Leslie Temple Thurston's book, The Marriage of Spirit. Recently at Moon Medicine, Kathy Scott asked me to give a mini masterclass in non-duality, which is easier said than done because all of the great spiritual philosophies and modern psychology teach about duality and the polarized structures of the mind, but they don't give technical, very practical techniques to reach these states of oneness, peace, and harmony. So Leslie cracked the technique, and I just have to share it with you. There's actually 3 techniques in her book, but this is the most simple one to share. And it's quite easy to do. I love it. Like, you could be like darting around the world, running to meetings, and you can just catch yourself, grab yourself 5 minutes and just bring yourself into a complete state of harmony and balance again. So here we go. Okay, so modern psychology will teach you that the egoic structure of the mind operates in polarized states where your energy and your emotions get caught spinning, oscillating between polarities, and you lose so much energy. It's absolutely exhausting, this constant spinning and spiraling. Whereas Leslie teaches that there are ascended balanced states of being that bring the polarity to rest. They unlock it, and you reach a lovely state of oneness, calmness. And this is in fact the soul's true nature. It's natural. We're well able to do this. But all of the adult conditioning makes it hard, huh? So her teaching is that you take the role of the neutral witness. You step back from the polarity at play, and you witness it, you observe, and you need to name the polarities. And it depends if you're triggered by something really big, as we are at the moment. In the Western world, the world has gone mad altogether, hasn't it? So there could be 2 or 3 different polarities at play. So take your time and just name what's going on. And then what you need to do is find the ascended balanced states of being that unlock the polarity in your body and in your mind. And just take a screen grab here of these states. It's great to keep them in your phone. I always keep them at hand so that I can quickly work through whatever's bothering me. And then this diagram is really helpful, I think. The fulcrum, if you think of it as a fulcrum. And a pendulum here. So this is the polarity at play through your system, through your body. And the more and more you work through the polarities, the less the swing, until you reach this beautiful, gorgeous state of profound peace. It's an ecstatic embodiment of oneness. Worth the hard work, but easier said than done. We're getting so triggered these days. And then I think if you practice yoga or meditation, this diagram will really help. You can map out the polarity on your body, the lower chakras down here, the polarity at play, and then the ascended balance state is at the alchemical center of the heart, which is where the real magic happens, huh? So the key is to step back, reach the position of the neutral observer. This is the fulcrum point. It brings the polarity to rest, and then you name whatever state unlocks your polarity. And it becomes an embodied experience. It takes a bit of time, but you'll actually feel the energetic shift in your body the more and more you work through them. This is the gorgeous book here. It's my Bible, I swear by it. There's 3 different techniques, like I said. The squares technique is deep, it's really brilliant. I got so much insight from this book, from my work on Her Story. It's a revelation. Anybody going through any feminist awakening? God, I miss those rose-tinted glasses, I tell you. It really, especially when we're getting so triggered, it really helps. I'm just going to give you a few examples of polarities that are big at the moment. We're conditioned, especially as women, to think that empathy is a beautiful thing. But actually, it's very hard to help somebody, really empower somebody, if you're drowning in their fear or their grief or their sadness. The ideal actually is to hold the vibration of compassion. It's a much more empowered state. And in this position, you're in a greater state to help the individual and the collective. It's easier said than done, because there are Buddhist monks who you know, meditate for decades so that they can permanently anchor at this state. But if you see the Dalai Lama and how much he's giggling and laughing, my God, is it worth it? Just stunning. This is real power. This is the real deal. And yeah, back to the theme of power, which we were exploring in the Her Story workshop last week. Power and powerlessness, big themes. Reached through a series of surrendering, I think. Grace is such a gorgeous, very rare state to witness in the world today. Very beautiful, stunning state of being. There's lots of different ascended balance states that could unlock this potentially, but that's the one that I love. Self-esteem and worthlessness, big one for women. This is the main polarity she teaches in the patriarchal era. The masculine taking the role of the tyrant, the feminine taking the role of the victim, and it's unlocked through forgiveness, compassion, and equality. You can't reach equality through anger. Anger is fundamentally divisive by nature, so it's really important that we transcend and alchemize the anger to compassion, which is what we're witnessing in Ireland at the moment. It's a paradigm shift towards compassionate feminism, which is just stunning paradigm leap that's taking place. Lovely to be alive to witness it. So yeah, how we alchemize our anger going forward decides how we smooth the road back to equality. And it doesn't have to be so turbulent, I really believe that. So sometimes the opposite of love is anger, sometimes it's fear, it can be lots of different things. It's pretty terrifying, love, isn't it? But it's reached through harmony, unconditional love, trust, devotion, loyalty, faith, a lot of faith. Takes a lot of faith, huh? Gain and loss, neutrality, equanimity. A big one for women. I know only too well running a startup. You get a certain amount of peace through trust, but actually flow is the ideal. I find you literally reach a state of flow. It's lovely. It just takes a lot of trust to get there too. I'm witnessing a lot of women, brilliant women I know, get caught on judgment. Really, it's a really sticky, rigid state. I think it's a big hangover from the Catholic Church. We just keep oscillating and spinning here. Whereas if you can embody discernment, it's very gentle, very flowing. It's the role of the neutral witness again. So you're taking a step back, a point of neutrality. But it's got a softer energy to it. It's easier to work through judgment then and apathy. So that was a big moment, that discovery, the word discernment. And we learned that one last year. This is really obvious, this one, but I shared it with a friend of mine who's writing a gay poetry collection at the moment. She just burst into tears. That's where we're going, huh? I'm sure we saw that with the marriage equality referendum. We just anchored up at unconditional love and compassion and equality. What a victory, huh? This is my new definition of equality. You can have a lot of fun with polarities too. It doesn't have to be all very worthy and serious. To be human is to have a hell of a lot of fun. So I love this. More fun to be had with this one in the future, I think, especially with the teen projects that we're working on, because yeah, they are working through some deep stuff, teenagers these days. But I guess just to summarize, one of the great paradoxes of being human is that enlightenment, which is mastery, it's the ultimate state to reach, it's actually reached through the middle ground. So the greatest high that a human can experience is reached through the middle ground, the middle path. It's a brilliant paradox. It's when the polarities stop swimming, stop oscillating, and then breakthrough. Hope this helps. See you soon.